blinding ignorance does mislead us. An average human looks without seeing, listens without hearing, touches without feeling, and talks without thinking. The acquisition of knowledge is always of use to the intellect, because it may thus drive out useless things and retain the good. Just as food eaten without appetite is a tedious nourishment, so does study without zeal damage the memory by not assimilating what it absorbs. It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. Fix your course to a star, and you can navigate through any storm. Obstacles cannot crush me. Every obstacle yields to stern resolve. All our knowledge has its origin in our perceptions. A small truth is better than a great lie. The height of a man's success is gauged by his self-mastery, the depth of his failure by his self-abandonment. The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. As you cannot do what you want what you can do. He who does not oppose evil commands it to be done. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Anyone who conducts an argument by appealing to authority is not using his intelligence. He's just using his memory. He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards ship without a rudder and compass and never knows where he may cast. Intellectual passion drives out sensuality. Every now and then, go away. Have a little relaxation, for when you come back to your work, your judgment will be surer. I awoke only to find that the rest of the world was still asleep. All sciences are vain and full of errors that are not born of experience, the mother of all knowledge. I love those who can smile in trouble. The painter will produce pictures of little merit if he takes the works of others as his standard. The moment is timeless. He who thinks little errs much. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. A well-spent day brings happy sleep. The knowledge of all things is possible. Art is never finished, only abandoned. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light.
Before continuing with this video, we would love to make an invitation to you. If you like this content and you can dedicate just a moment to us, then we invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the bell symbol and confirming your choice. And finally, to share this video on social media by clicking on the button below, because this could help us grow and create much more content to help you grow. Thank you.
Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. Iron rusts from disuse. Stagnant water loses its purity, and in cold weather becomes frozen. Even so does inaction sap the vigors of the mind. If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. Experience does not err. Only your judgments err by expecting from her what is not in her power. Make your work to be in keeping with your purpose. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. Nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first understood. Principles for the development of a complete mind. Study the science of art. Study the art of science. Develop your senses, especially learn how to see. Water is the driving force in nature. The eye sees a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination awake. Patience serves as protection against wrongs, as clothes do against cold. Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. A poet knows he has achieved perfection, not when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. The deeper the feeling, the greater the pain. The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look upon the murder of men. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first of that which comes. So with present time. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Details make perfection, and perfection is not a detail. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. Time stays long enough for those who use it. Once you have tasted the taste of sky, you will forever look up. It is an acknowledged fact that we perceive errors in the work of others more readily than in our own. Life without love is no life at all. One has no right to love or hate anything if one has not acquired a thorough knowledge of its nature. What is fair in men passes away, but not so in art. God sells us all things at the price of labor. Realize that everything connects to everything else. A wave is never found alone, but is mingled with other waves.
If you want to know more about the work of this author and about all his fantastic discoveries, we invite you to take a look at the description section of this video, where you will find a link to all his works. In addition, in the description section of this video, you will also find a curated and constantly updated list of links to what I consider to be all of the most powerful products and services currently available online, some of which are literally changing the world to improve both your personal and professional life and move on to the next level. Thank you for watching.